Hello and welcome back to another episode on the Skylandia Gaming channel. If you've just crash landed with us, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Commenting is your choice, but liking and subscribing is, of course, mandatory. If you're just joining in with us here, this is episode 2 of my little Palworld adventure. I'm just gathering some resources right now. This is a voiceover. This isn't me as I'm actually playing. So I'm just gathering up some stuff before I really begin the juice and essence of the episode. And we're really going to be getting right into the action here. We've got a a horde of man-eating pals, which is honestly kind of a frightening thing to hear is coming for your ass. You know, I would be scared, and well, okay, here's the thing. It was not all that scary, really. There were like 2 wolves and there were 2 lizard guys, but I have my big floof thing, which I think is called like Big Tim. I think I named him Big Tim. I don't remember why. It was a couple days ago. And we killed the lizards, and then we killed the wolves. And I tried to capture one of the lizards, but Big Tim stepped in and like murdered him. So, oops. That's his bad and not mine. Anyways, just some other kind of like base chores I'm doing here. I was leveling up the base a little bit. I started building some more pal beds because I get to add a new pal when I level up. And of course I added the human back into my base because I think it's absolutely hilarious. Alright, and fast forward a couple minutes, I don't know, maybe 20 or 30. I've finally done whatever little prep that I was wanting to do. Well, I'm almost done with it, as you can see here. But I unlocked a crafting recipe for what looks like a giant egg, but in fact it is not an egg but is used for eggs. And you'll see here in a second that I plop in an egg and then I have to wait for it to hatch, which is lovely, of course. But when it hatches, I'll get a new pal for free, and it'll suck because it'll be level 1, but every pal sucks because they're all low level, so what does it matter? And here I am taking my large dark egg, which has like screams and wails inside or something horrifying, and now I gotta wait 40 minutes for my large dark egg to hatch. Hooray. And now let's speed it up a little bit. We are going to go actually adventuring here in a little bit, and that will be very fun. Some big things are happening. I just had to gather up a couple materials, repair my tools, and off we go. Look at me scamper. I don't know how my bow is really attached to my back there, but, one of life's great mysteries, huh? I don't know why this little flame guy is running from me. He must be terrified. I encountered a group of ragtag ruffians that were attacking the local like forest god or whatever that thing is that's like level 40. My highest level guy is like 9. And I also found this small electric rodent and took it because nature's bounties are my property. I also found a man who was willing to sell me things, and I did not want to buy anything, but I did look at his wares, and I went like, and then I ran off, and I found a dungeon. What's up with this? Ooh, dungeon. How exciting. The dungeon itself was a lovely collection of little creatures that did not want to harm me that I either passed by or harmed. Some nice little rocks here that I mined for some sulfur and palladium fragments with my little like gopher helper who also can mine apparently. There was of course the group of ragtag ruffians as well, as we'll see here in a little bit, and they were no more than a headache or so. Were they here? No, I'm doubting myself. Yep, there they are. Okay. I don't even remember what they're called. They're like the syndicate thugs. interesting. I don't really care. They went down with the power of my flamethrower 1 and 2. I tried to mine the rocks with the flamethrower because I thought it would work. It didn't. And here we are going to the big room of the dungeon, where a large alpaca stands between me and victory. And we'll just see how this turns out. Flamethrower again, don't I? You know, just in case. I mean, really, who's got time for that? This ain't too bad. Dodge. Let's give Big Tim a try. No, watch out, Big Tim. Base. Bam. 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 Okay, enough messing around. Dodge. Dodge. Flamethrower your butt. Oops. Oh, that was easy. That was easy. Give me your pieces. Scrumptious. I wonder if I can catch those big guys. Yes, I wonder indeed. You'll find out a little later if we can catch those big guys. And it's... Oh, wait, I leveled up too. The answer may surprise you. Here I am leveling up, you know, doing what I do, getting some technology points, unlocking a furnace, it looks like, a little hairpin, which apparently protects me from being ass blasted by creatures with elemental powers. I don't know why I'm looking through my PAL deck right now. There are more pressing things to be done. I'm in the middle of a dungeon, but no matter. What am I doing? Why? Get out of there. Go. Move on. This is not content. To wait 13 seconds of scrolling. I sped it up, obviously, but there was 13 more seconds of scrolling, and I don't remember why I was doing it. And here I am starving, probably because I was scrolling around for 8 years. Ooh, chests. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Ooh, chests. Wow, 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 indeed. I opened up the first one, Ruby, and one of the fruits from the One Piece, and I also got a high-grade technical manual. Great stuff. It gives me 1 technology point. How handy. How handy indeed. And just a little jump cut to back at base. I've got here 2 eggs. We got a second one of these guys here. No, I'm talking right now. Shut up. Well, I say shut up, but we're gonna let the big guy here take over. We got Unstable Mabel, who wields a gun. We have my best find yet, this giant weasel, and I just found out that I'm gonna be able to ride my giant weasel really soon. And then how could we forget good old celery? Now celery is incredible because look at this. Look how far I can glide. And it's quick too. Efficient even. And oh my lord, do I love celery. So I'm thinking that celery has a pretty permanent spot on the team. So I think it would be very fun to have a little naming contest down in the comments. Whoever has the most liked comment will get to name celery. It can be your name, it could be a name you come up with, anything really, as long as it's not inappropriate. And here we are again, back with another voiceover, and here I am murdering a small helpless critter with the power of my ice weasel. Really, what else could be better? I'm zooming around here, looking for another fight, because I am addicted to the dungeon grind, and here it looks like we found it. I'm decently familiar with their attack pattern. I say as I immediately then get struck. So they have that attack and then that attack, which I tried my best to dodge. Don't know how you're on fire right now. That's one of the giant weasels. Oh, heck yeah. And there we have our answer to the question, can we capture those big guys? The answer, of course, is yes. If you can capture humans in this world, why can't you capture the large boss creatures that try to rip your torso from your legs? During the fight, you might notice I have a pretty swanky new weapon. It's called like the triple shot bow or something, and it shoots 3 arrows instead of 1, which is pretty good. And here I am looking at my loot. I get a pendant of diligence and a like fire fruit. The pendant itself gives me more defense, I think, and then I have another pendant actually which gives me a little bit more attack, which is pretty nice. And I gave the fire fruit to my little ice weasel, of course. And here you catch me in the middle of a heated battle where I murder not only my foes, but also some helpless little critters because I need more wool. At least I saved them first. Yeah, at least I saved them first before I murdered them. I actually have no idea what the wool is for, so you and I both are gonna be experienced. I remembered. Okay, so the goal for the rest of the video is to try and level up enough to get the saddle for the ice weasel, because then I can ride the ice weasel around, and he's huge, and that sounds like a grand old time. So right now, I'm getting wool because I need it to make the saddle for the ice weasel. How lovely. And wool, because 2 wool makes 1 cloth, and I need 5 cloth. 5 times 2, that's right, it's 10, so I need 10. And a little bit of math later, and I have finally gathered all the materials I need for the little saddle for my ice weasel, okay? And here I am scampering around because it's not crafted yet. I've just queued it up, and I have to craft it up. And let's just speed through this because who wants to watch like a minute of me just standing there crafting? But I finally get the saddle, and I have to actually take it from the workbench. Then I pull out the weasel. I am so ready for this. I am so ready for this. I pull out the weasel, and there we go. Let's see what live Skylar has to say. Look at how big! Dragon cannon. Dragon cannon. Dragon cannon. Dragon cannon. I know, very, very insightful. I had a little bit of fun here. Ice missile. Yep, ice missile too. Just blasting some little creatures, just scampering around. Yep, that's the other thing that my weasel can do is summon tornadoes of fire. Who can't do that nowadays though? So that's pretty much gonna be it for this episode. And I thank you for joining me, and hope you had as much fun as I did with my new friend. So yeah, make sure to comment down below your name ideas for Celeray, and keep in tune for next episode where we finally finish the tutorial and take on the boss in the tower or something.